Where is the new life? Okay, here we go. Checking the news driver. It's PPI, and that's why we have this big candle here. It's 45 candles, $90 would have been for a micro contract. Let's start from the beginning. This is our yesterday's price action. We had a huge new week opening gap, and then the price just moved up the whole day. Where did it close? Here, yeah. Okay, usually what happens during these days, or every day actually, um, this candle, for example, it's a good representation of what I wanted to tell. The power of three. At first, the price drops like this, and it forms this wick, and it moves up, and at the close or near the close, it comes down a little bit, and it forms the upper wick. So it's a pattern like this: opens, goes up, then goes straight up, and during the close, it drops a little bit. But yesterday's candle is a bit different. It just went straight up. And um, in the weekly chart, the previous week closed below the weekly fair value gap midpoint. It's this one. And this week, the first candle of the week, Monday, it opened way below. It touched this daily fair value gap and just strong move to the upside, and it closed above the upper quadrant of this daily suspension block. A suspension block is a fair value gap that has volume imbalances on both sides. Okay, this is 30 minutes. I will switch to the 1 hour. We have swept this high. The next high is this. Template buy side, which isn't yet swept. In the weekly chart, let's check weekly here because this is the continuous charts. It combines all the quarterly contracts. This one is the June contract. It expires at June 18th. What else do we have here? I should probably mark this week in case price decides to go up. And switch back to daily. Okay. In 1 hour, some consolidation respecting the upper quadrant of the daily fair value gap, then displacement up, and it dropped below the top of the fair value gap. So we need to wait and see what happens here. Does the price respect the top of the daily fair value gap or it doesn't? And we have an hourly fair value gap here, template FVG H1, and I need to check the closing price and opening price for these candles to see if they are at the same level or if there is a volume imbalance. You can see those prices here. So I'm checking open, close. Close is 618 and open for this is 618.25 here. So there is a tiny gap between them. Zooming in and you can see it. That means that my fair value gap should be placed here to include that volume imbalance. Page 1. Okay. One moment, please. My H1 fair value gap isn't visible in my 5-minute chart. I will do that and switch to 5-minute here. This is the new day opening gap. The price worked those levels, wasn't able to put a new low here. These lows didn't get swapped. Instead, the low of the new day opening gap was respected here, and displacement up, respecting the 1 hour FVG, and the upward move continues. And now, at 8:30 during our news driver, it swept this high. This is a daily high. This one from February 25th. My daily bias has to be bullish because of what happened here. Strong, very powerful move, clearing, raiding all these highs, and then this candle touches the daily fair value gap and displacement up, closing above the upper quadrant. So I just have to be bullish. But we will see. At the moment, I'm not looking for any positions. First, I need to wait a little bit to see how the price reacts to some levels. I will need to mark this week because it's a high impact news driver candle week and it's a big displacement candle. And this week, the range of the week is 30 handles. Next, I need to see the settlement price where market closed yesterday. It's this level. Market hasn't yet opened, but I'm marking the opening range gap to have some idea about where our settlement price is and where it's headed from 9:30 to 10 a.m. And checking the regular trading hours again. Well, this is a discount opening range gap. It will be, most probably. I mean, we still have how much time? 40 minutes before the market opens. But I doubt that it will drop all this range. It will probably stay somewhere around here. And this will be a discount opening range gap. In the regular trading hours, we do not have any meaningful groupings of liquidity to pay attention to. Well, this is some buy side, but we are already above it. And sell side, yeah, you could say this looks too good, but it would mean the price would drop more than 200 handles, which I doubt will happen. Going back to electronic trading hours. This is some sell side. But it's in very close proximity to the market price, 24 handles. There aren't any trades here. This week already these lows. These lows are still intact. Let's inside and no sync to not to populate this on my other charts, other time frames. Oops. No sync, please. What can we expect? This is a balanced price range, so if price drops, it won't be easy to cut through this range. It will probably find some support inside this hourly fair value gap. But if it decides to drop further, these two are high probability relative equal lows. And as this is a low resistance liquidity run, if the price were to drop, I think it will reach to the midpoint of the daily suspension block. Above this grouping of highs, somewhere around here, and into this bullish order block. The weekly chart is hard to read. This is consolidation in the balanced price range, not easy to cut through. On the other hand, we are bullish, so in the continuous chart, this is our draw, and in our current contract, in case of bullishness, the draw is the midpoint of the weekly premium week. This back to 1 day. This one needs to stay only in this chart. Oh, and we are inside the macro. Alrighty. Ah. What do you want from me? 104 handles. As I've said before, and as I've learned from ICT, is that usually when during the high impact news driver price moves violently in one direction and rates meaningful liquidity, then during the open it goes the opposite way. I'm comparing ES and NQ on my other screen, but actually I need to create a new layout. Horizontal, ES Thank you. What? There we go. NQM 2026 and ESN 2026 settings template custom. No. Main. Apply to all. Okay. Volume. How do I remove this? Volume remove. I also need to remove buy sell buttons. Apply to all. Save. Yeah. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. We can include DAO as well, actually. Thank you. Yes, yes. YMM 2026. All are in 5 minutes. Well, DAO cleared all its lows and into this displacement FEG. ES cleared its low here, NQ didn't. There is bearish MSS in ES here, and then lower low, which respects this FEG. In case of NQ, that FEG is still a breakaway gap. Switching to 1 hour. ES still has some highest rate in close proximity, while NQ doesn't. NQ is stronger. ES touched its bullish order block here, but NQ didn't. And in 15 minutes, we have, I'm using a wrong tool. We have this FEG. FEG, no sync, and marking the same thing for ES. Back again. I'm going to mark the same FEG on my other 15-minute chart. Syncing layout. So I will see it on my other screen always. This FEG. In 1 hour, there is nothing interesting. This order block is validated because we have closes above it, above its opening price, even this one. Only this single candle is a validation for this order block. In 30 minutes, nothing interesting. Switching back to the 1 hour and back to our 1 minute chart. At the moment, I do not see anything actionable. Maybe a raid is coming for these lows, but the range is too small for me to trade. 20 handles. And where would my stop be? Let's say if I were to short in this tiny fair value gap. My stop would probably be here. 11 handles. Okay, $20 risk for $40 reward. I could trade this with 2 contracts. But one moment, think globally, visibility, seconds, minutes. Okay, and save. This is the 15-minute fair value gap that we were talking about, this one. And in 1 minute, we can see that its midpoint is respected. It's a perfect touch, almost a perfect touch. Then another dive down into the upper part. The price wasn't able to pierce through the upper quadrant. It's a close at the FVG. So this level is getting respected for the time being. But this grouping is subject to get raided, I think. Initially, when I first noticed the macro, I liked this move. But then it slowed down a lot. And now I'm not so confident that this will drop. It will have to give me some signs. Stay below or inside these bearish candles. Do not take this high. Respect this FVG preferably. This. M15. Actually, for M15, I have a template and I will use that. FVG M15. Up, low. Template, save as 15. FVG M15. Yes. I think I will have to wait for the open. There isn't much going on here. Small trade idea is that this loss will be swept, but I'm not confident. This FVG has to be reclaimed for it, but we are getting a close above. Even if it drops, it is going to drop into this bullish order block. so not great. Taking some messages. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, and today is PPI day. So, as it was for CPI, um, if you have checked those videos or those live streams, you might remember that the price moves in the direction of the draw, but it usually stops before reaching to the target or to the draw and quickly returns. So, if the same happens today, I will have to take some profits before it reverses on me. Yeah. I will use this FEG from 830. We have a bigger one here, bigger displacement. But why this? Because this is at 830. And this candle covers bigger range actually. Now sync. Mm. 9-8. We still have 22 minutes before the open. Probably move up either into the midpoint of this week or to rate this high and then a drop down. Oh, I don't know. We'll have to wait. We will wait 22 minutes, 21 for the market open. And while we are waiting, I'll go grab some coffee and smoke a cigarette. Okay. It does seem that the price will go up. Before the open. And this is a week, even in the 15 minutes chart. Just a week. And price usually returns to it. Same way it did here. Maybe it's not a bad idea to try long here. Where would my stop be? 11 handles only. Okay, and the take profit target, midpoint of the week. Lows rated. But this FEG is respected. After 8:30, price usually starting to draw to the settlement price here, but today it doesn't. Minutes. I want to see a drop down into this volume imbalance. This will be my stop, and my take profit will be here. We have 13 minutes to the open. Wrong chart. Yeah, Dow has some draws. This one specifically. This is the draw for Dow. Can we see a week into this FVG? Just a week. After taking these highs. This is the 30 seconds chart. It visited the suspension block, but I'm not going to enter here. My only entry is going to be this volume imbalance. If it gives me the opportunity, then we'll get into a position. If no, then after the open. It's okay. Dropped more than I would anticipate. Should have waited and did a manual entry probably. Volume imbalance in 1 hour. Thank you, weaker than yes. No, I don't like this. It stays here too long. I mean, it's staying here too long. Should maybe close this and look for a better position. Yeah, had the chance here. Okay. Minor loss rated right before open. Close above the 15-minute FVG. These lows are subject to get traded now. And trade right into the 15-minute volume imbalance. And probably get a bounce from this FVG, which I can mark. And 15. If it doesn't, then I think the range will close all the opening range gap. Low still intact. But it did clear 1, 2, 3, 4 lows. No, okay, not this one. 3 lows. 928. Traded into the bullish order block. retesting. 15-minute fair value gap again. This is 29. Displacement up, retesting M15 fair value gap from top. Violent. 101. Waiting for the first presented fair value gap. Cleared minor lows before the open, cleared minor highs at the open. Perfect touch to the midpoint of the news drivers premium wick, news drivers candle premium wick. I wouldn't be able to trade this. Though I should have known. Probably I should add to my rule set to not to open any positions before the market opened during CPI and PPI, especially when market is very reluctant like this. It isn't moving. I mean, my stop loss was less than $30 on a PPI day. That means that the price is letting me to do it. But here it's just untradeable. 21 handles, yeah. No, it's manageable. But I do not see any gaps. Same thing. Didn't clear the lows. This is the draw, so the price was dropping into this draw, but it left it untouched. There are no 1 minute fair value gaps, but there is one in the 15 seconds chart. Okay, buy side taken. And there are some volume imbalances here. In close proximity to the upper quadrant. Lower quadrant should be. One moment. Back to hourly. Daily. Yeah, I wasn't wrong about the price moving up at the open, but I wouldn't be able to be in a position. Even if I put my limit order here. Well, could have been done actually. If I put my stop loss 20 handles, it would put me into a position. But you can't guess things like this. It's not easy. It started to drop before the open, and I started to think that it will probably go for some sell side first and only then go up. So I would have been afraid to try to get into a long position here. Shorts were looking better when this was happening. $29 in loss. Let me show you the 15-minute chart. How perfect is this? Almost perfect. Traded into the bullish order block, respected the midpoint of the 15-minute fair value gap, no displacement. But in case of the micro contract, look how far down it went. It go. How far down it go? This is mini, this is micro. There are some meaningful differences actually. Look at this candle in both charts. The high of the candle is too high from this, and the close of this candle is the high of the wick in this chart. I will go for some shorts. If it goes back up a little bit. Come on. This is going to be the first presented fair value gap. I rushed. Okay, trade into the first presented fair value gap. Template FPAM, no sync. Unlucky. Look out the high once again. What's the meaning of being bullish if I'm doing shorts? Switching it to small wick to only see the midpoint. Touch the weekly wick low. In 5 minutes we have draws, but too bullish at the moment. Let's hope that the FP will get reclaimed. Now it's inverted. It's an inversion fair value gap. But I tapped it, I think. Most probably it will continue going up. Yes, perfect touch. Long term. Have made this hard for me. Didn't wait for the open. Why am I longing? Because first presented fair value gap is being respected. even though it raided this highs, but then touched the bullish order block, bounced from it, cleared another high, and then respects the first presented fair value gap. And we are inside the macro. Though I don't know how further it will go. There are no very pronounced highs here. I can try to find something in the 1 hour chart. It's this level. I don't know what to do, honestly. Just putting my take profit target at a even number. $9.53 order block. Tiny fair value gap. I wanna see this level crossed and reclaimed, crossed and retested. Otherwise, it won't look too good. Mm. Yeah. This is the last one I'm doing. I have had 3 losses. $109. Well, longs should be in profit. This price action, longs should be in profit. So it has to drop. But where to? I don't know. It's very hard for me to taper it today. Maybe it's because I have losses. I'm going to smoke and monitor this from my phone. I've returned a little early because it's very cold. Bullish order block. Yeah, very hard. It's a close above the midpoint of the first presented fair value gap. I need a close below. "15 seconds chart doesn't look bearish anymore. I think it will go up, and I need to reverse this if it gives me the opportunity. Okay. How much did we lose? $11 or something. 11 USD. Now I need this fair value gap to inverse to become bullish. Now sink. My entry is right at the top of the FVG, which isn't bad. Every day is the same thing. I'm doing two losses and then working to mitigate it. I wonder what I will think about this price action when I look at it after. I think this will be a very obvious reversal place to reverse the short into a long. And 10. End of the macro. What are you doing? From the from this price action, I think it's going up, but there are too many longs in profit. Too many. Was this enough to clear them all out? I don't know. If I close now, I will be $60 in loss. Fifth. Yes, just clear the high. There is this other highs in close proximity. What are we drawing to? 4 hours. This volume imbalance. Midpoint of this gap. And I think I like the midpoint of these two levels. 820, 810, 820. $80. I can take it actually. $90. Hmm. Let's keep it 8:20. But I'll reassess if needed. I have a meeting in 9 minutes, so I will probably end the stream. Not probably, I will end the stream. Yeah, I'm about to be break even to have mitigated my loss. And I will close it. Same fucking thing every day. This started when I started streaming publicly. FEG. Bullish order block. Give me 10 more handles and I'll be out. And I'll return back and try to make a winning trade. Not 2 or 3 losing ones. No, close above. This already is enough, I think. $10 in those. No. Four minutes still left to the 5-minute close. Same for the 15-minute. One more sweep of the highs. Slow down. Yeah, slowing down. Yeah. Right when I close. Nice, right? Okay.